The Patriots still need a wide receiver one. It's been a couple of days since they did host Stefon Diggs, got to know him a little bit more, checked out his physical status, but then he left. No deal in hand. Well, I do have a feeling that Stefon Diggs is going to try and continue to test the free agent market. So how can they still make sure if they get a guy like Diggs? Well, maybe Drake Maye has an answer. We're going to break that down here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Before we do hop into that, here is our updated March subscriber battle with the Patriots beating the Bills ever so slightly with 1,484 subs to the Bills 1,200. I want to take down the Buffalo Bills this month, so go on ahead, hit that sub button for me if you guys haven't already. Could the veteran wide receiver and a second-year quarterback possibly be creating some kind of relationship? Because the Stefon Diggs that I have known and that I remember is he was best friends with Josh Allen. That was the duo that was on the field and off the field in Buffalo. So we know that Stefon Diggs likes to get a little bit close to the quarterback that he's playing for. But during his visit with the New England Patriots over the weekend, something changed on Instagram. Drake Maye's following list added a new wide receiver, and of course, that would be Stefon Diggs. But it was mutual, because in Stefon Diggs' Instagram following list was Drake Maye. And I know, we could be getting very he said, she said, I'm a girl, maybe this stuff matters more to me than you guys do, but they obviously met. They obviously have a relationship if you're going to go follow somebody back on Instagram. And then when Kay Adams finally asked him, hey, you follow Diggs, did he follow you first? What was that following really for? Drake Maye said this, I don't really remember who followed who first, but it was at the same time. We'll just leave it at that. But he said, I'm a young player trying to pay respects. Anybody that I used to grow up watching and play Madden for, trying to pay my respects. So Drake Maye clearly likes Stefon Diggs. This is a guy he grew up watching. And can you imagine as a kid, the player you grew up watching, wouldn't you love to play with him? Wouldn't you love to use his highlights for your team to help them win? And I think Drake Maye and Stefon Diggs would be good friends on the field. But following a quarterback sounds very mundane, right? He's an athlete. Drake Maye is an athlete. Maybe they just respect each other. Diggs doesn't do this very often. In fact, he only follows 4 NFL quarterbacks on his Instagram. The Ravens quarterback, Lamar Jackson. The Texans quarterback, C.J. Stroud. The Jets backup quarterback, Tyrod Taylor. And now the Patriots quarterback, Drake Maye. Could these possibly be because this is where Stefon Diggs wants to play? Does he want to go back to the Texans? Does he maybe want to try out his skills back up in the Northeast, but not for the Patriots, but for the Jets? But then I got to start thinking, well, none of these destinations really make a lot of sense, because the Ravens and the Texans, they can't afford him. And the Jets, yeah, he follows Tyrod Taylor, but that's a backup quarterback. The Jets are trying to figure out their quarterback situation at this very moment. So really, the only one that makes sense out of his following is Drake Maye, because he just visited with the Patriots. He's played in the AFC before. He follows Drake Maye on Instagram, and Drake Maye said that he pays respect to the guys that he has grown up admiring. Diggs is a good free agent option, and the Patriots have what he needs. They have money, and they have an opportunity for Diggs to be a wide receiver one yet again, because he was not a wide receiver one at Texas. Nico Collins was. I really like Stefon Diggs as a possible free agent option to come to New England. And from what Drake Maye said, he really likes Stefon Diggs as well. And if there's any indication that Stefon Diggs' Instagram is telling us, he liked Drake Maye as well. And I do think they would be a good fit on the field. But because New England already hosted him and let him walk out the door without a deal was not a smart move by Elliott Wolf. It's not. Because now Diggs is going to go talk to other teams in free agency. He might find more quarterbacks that he has a better relationship with or already had a prior relationship with. If Stefon Diggs signs with another team that is not the Patriots, Elliott Wolf is going to regret that. He is going to regret watching Stefon Diggs walk out the door. But the good news is it's not at that point yet. Elliott Wolf can pick up the phone at any moment and say, you know what? We're going to put a deal right out there. Sit on it, think on it, and let me know. But a deal would be out there. But that's Elliott Wolf's move. But I don't want them to jump on this train after it's too late. So my question is for you guys, should the Patriots have offered Diggs a deal when he visited over the weekend? Or do you think there is still plenty of time to sign a guy like Diggs, and maybe you would even like to wait until after the draft? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Let me know in the comment section down below how you guys are feeling about the Diggs situation. And he may personally wait until after the draft. He may try and figure out which teams take wide receivers and then make his decision after that. Because let's just say, for example, let's say the Patriots end up taking Travis Hunter with the number 4 pick overall in the 2025 draft. Maybe Stefon Diggs likes that move. Maybe he wants to play with Travis Hunter and Drake Maye. That seems like a lot better offense than just walking in there and playing with somebody like Mac Hollins. But then Elliott Wolf commented on the free agency moves and where the Patriots are trending towards. And obviously, as we know, they made a lot of defensive moves, but not so much on the offense. Well, Wolf said, we feel really excited about some of the names that we've added so far. We still know there's a lot of work to be done, which is a good thing. We know that there's going to be more and more new guys to the team. A lot of defensive ads, a few offensive ads, but we're always looking. We're still looking. The Stefon Diggs visit is part of that. We're just really excited to be able to go into the draft and not be forced to pick something. So just because Diggs left without a deal doesn't mean that's end-all be-all for the Patriots. And we even had a report from Mike Reese saying that they are still in touch and they're going to remain in touch after Diggs' visit and possibly through his next ones if he goes to any other NFL team. But now hearing from Drake Maye that he's paying respect to Stefon Diggs, that they liked each other's Instagram, they followed each other's Instagram at the same time. That's just good media training by Drake Maye. But he even said, look, if I need to recruit, I'll go out there and I'll recruit. I'll do what Elliott Wolf asked me. And if Elliott Wolf is now saying that that was a part of it, the Diggs visit was a part of it, then you can't tell me following on Instagram wasn't a part of it. Diggs wants to be a wide receiver 1. I'm sure he does. I don't have that in writing, but he's been a 1,000-yard receiver for pretty much his entire career. Drake Maye needs a wide receiver 1. Why would that not be a great duo? Especially because Mike Reese had an inside report here, and I know there has been a couple of reports out there that Stefon Diggs sometimes isn't the easiest receiver to work with on the field. He had some issues in Buffalo, that is true. But Mike Reese said everybody he talked to on the Texans loved him. Loved him on the field, loved him off the field, and he said there were 3 things that he knew about Stefon Diggs and the character that he brings. He loves to practice. Through and through, loves to practice and get better at his craft. And in return, he plays hard. And we see that with his accolades. 1,000+ yards, 1,000+ yards, 1,000+ yards. And he wants to win. That is obviously a no-brainer. I'm glad he wants to win. But let's throw it back to a couple months ago when Mike Vrabel made his introductory press conference and he said, this is what I'm looking for in players to play for this team. Put the team first. Having a guy show up to practice every single day, playing hard, wanting to win, that's sounding very selfless from a Stefon Diggs. And he knows what to do. Do I need to go back through his accolades again? Stefon Diggs is still a top receiver in the NFL. If you want to argue with me, let me know what round you're going to take him in your fantasy draft this year. And he plays fast and aggressive. This is what Mike Vrabel is looking for from all of his players. And I think this fits the mold of Stefon Diggs. And I know we've been talking about how great Drake Maye and Stefon Diggs would be. I mean, think of the strength Drake Maye has. Think of the catching abilities that Stefon Diggs has. But the real duo here is Diggs and Vrabel. Vrabel is a hard-nosed, tough, smash-mouth football kind of guy. He puts on the pads as a coach, and he goes head-to-head with the linemen at practice. I think Diggs is really going to respect a head coach like that. A head coach that's not afraid to get in your face. A head coach that pushes you to practice hard, to play hard, and to win ball games. And that's why I think if you mix in the pot, Vrabel, Diggs, maybe a Travis Hunter, a Drake Maye, and a Josh McDaniels, that offense just got a whole lot better. And I'll give you guys my opinion on that possibility in just a moment. But I do want to make sure that you guys have the hottest deal out there right now. I handpicked this deal for you because I don't buy anything full price. Chatsports.com/Patriots combo will get you these 2 snazzy t-shirts for $35. That's it. $35. They are $25 off right now. So you're getting a huge deal. And all the sizes are available in the blue and the red. You guys will be able to snag both of these t-shirts combined for $15 a piece. Well, a little bit more than that at $35, and there is free shipping. So I'm going to help you guys out. I'm going to put this link in the comment section down below. Use this link, chatsports.com/Patriots combo. Click it. It'll take you right there. You can buy whatever suits you, but I do think these t-shirts would be perfect for Gillette Stadium and Patriots games later this fall. With Stefon Diggs, there is a little asterisk to him. How is he? Is he healthy? How's he recovering? How's the rehab been going? And the reports show that it's actually going great. He's ahead of schedule. And that was one thing that really concerned me because there was no concern over how great of a wide receiver is he and what could he do for the Patriots offense. Is he capable of being that receiver once more because he tore his ACL in October? Well, then this video came out a little bit after the Patriots did host Stefon Diggs, and he is doing mega squats with chains and weights and the whole 9 yard. And as you guys can see, he's doing a B stance squat as well, making sure he's putting more emphasis on that ACL tear than normal. And he's grinding, working through this, working hard, just like Mike Reese said that he was in Texas. This looks like a guy that is not recovering from an ACL tear. This just looks like a normal player going through his offseason training, which is great that you can't tell the difference. So I'm not worried about Stefon Diggs bouncing back from this ACL tear. I'm not. He's working with trainers, same trainers that work with CeeDee Lamb and other top receivers in the NFL. But I'll ask you guys, maybe I'm being a little too optimistic about an older wide receiver who's coming off a pretty tough ACL tear. Are you worried about Stefon Diggs' recovery? Scale it 1 to 10. 1, I have not a drop of worry in a bucket about his ACL recovery. Or 10, Allie, stay away from him. That's just bad news all over. It just scares me to have a guy coming off of that kind of injury in his early 30s. If anything does happen, if the Patriots do sign Stefon Diggs, I will make a breaking news video about it right here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Help us beat the Bills breakdown channel here at Chat Sports in this month's subscriber battle.